ॐ हां हौं शिवाय नमः। 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 ॐ हां हौं शिवाय नमः.
Next, we're going to perform the Tadvachamanam, the ritualistic cleansing. Take your Panchapatram and Udani, 1 cup with a spoon and some water, and keep your right hand in the Gokarana Mudra in the shape of a cow's ear. Take 1 Udani, 1 spoon of water, and pour it into your right palm. Each time the word Swadha is chanted, sip the water from the bottom of your palm for a total of 3 times.
ॐ आत्मतत्त्वं शोधयामि स्वधा। ॐ विद्यातत्त्वं शोधयामि स्वधा। ॐ शिवतत्त्वं शोधयामि स्वधा.
Now wash your right hand with the water from the Panchapatram and wipe your lips twice with the bottom of your right thumb as you chant.
ॐ हां हृदयाय नमः.
Wash your hand again. With your index, middle and ring finger joined together, touch above the upper lip and below the lower lip, and then wash your hand again. With your index finger and thumb joined together, touch your right nostril and your left nostril. With your ring finger and thumb, touch your right eye, your left eye, your right ear, and your left ear. Then wash your hand again. With your little finger and thumb, touch your navel, your right chest, and your left chest. And with the tips of all the fingers joined together, touch the crown of your head, the right shoulder, the left shoulder, and your heart center. Wash your hand once more. Place your right hand on the left and place your hands on your right thigh. Close your eyes. Make a sankalpa. Make a conscious resolution. Declare what you are going to manifest through today's ritual of Nithyananda Yoga. Hold this visualization as we chant the sankalpa mantra.
ॐ ममोपात्त समस्त दुरितक्षयद्वारा भगवत् श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिवप्रीत्यर्थं श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वरी परमशिवशक्तिसमेत श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिवप्रीत्यर्थं च अद्य पूर्वोक्त एवं गुणविशेषेण विशिष्टायाम् अस्यां शुभतिथौ पूर्ण आरोग्ययुक्तदृढगात्रयौगिकशरीरसिद्ध्यर्थं परमशिवशक्त्याविष्करणार्थं नित्यानन्दयोगाभ्यासं करिष्ये.
Now wash your right hand once more.
ॐ उपस्पृश्य.
And keep your Panchapatram and Udani aside out of harm's way so we can safely enter into the ritual of Nithyananda Yoga. Now first, let us cover the components of Nithyananda Yoga.
Nithyananda, we are on a mission to revive the Enlightenment civilization.
If you resonate with our message and want to be part of us, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click the bell icon.
Yes. Let us now enter into the components of Kailasas Nithyananda Yoga. Starting off with asanas, physical body postures, aligning your physical body to Paramashiva. In the various postures, you awaken your Kundalini Shakti and bring strength and flexibility to the physical body, building the yogic physique. Pranayama, the breathing techniques, infusing intense prana into the system by controlling the breath, the inhalation, retention, and exhalation of the breath. Aligning your breathing to Paramashiva. Next up is mudras, energy circuits, performed by certain hand gestures and aligning various other body parts, directing the prana within your body to specific parts through the nadis, the energy channels. Next up are bandhas, the energy locks, performed by contracting certain muscles and diaphragms within the body, preventing the prana from seeping out again and directing the Kundalini Shakti upwards along the spine. The bandhas we are going to perform are the Mula Bandha, the root lock, contracting your perineal floor and pulling it up, Uddiyana Bandha, the abdominal lock, contracting your muscles above and below the navel, and pulling your stomach in and up towards your spine, and the Jalandhara Bandha, the throat lock, locking your chin to the chest, internally contracting the throat muscles. Together, they form Mahamudra Bandha, which is going to be performed throughout the first few asanas. Next up is Krama, sacred dance postures, as preserved throughout the temples in India. These dance postures lead to intense awareness in every single part of the body as you move every body part in alignment with the cosmic body movements. Next up is the visualization. You can see in the top right corner of the screen, we are projecting a visualization for all the asanas. Hold this visualization intensely and embody the qualities. Embody that animal, that deity, that tree, that mountain as you visualize it. Align your thinking to Paramashiva through the visualization and manifest Mano Shakti, the power of thought. Next up is the japa, the internal repetition of mantras. Visualize the japa rotating around your throat in a circular manner, cleansing your Vishuddhi chakra and activating Vak Shakti, the power of speech. Be in ajapa japa, unbroken repetition of the mantra. We're projecting the mantra in the bottom left corner of the screen. We are also announcing whenever the japa changes. Next up is the external chanting of mantras. Our Acharya here is going to chant the references for all the asanas. As you listen to these Sanskrit chants, your energy level is being raised. Since Sanskrit has a phonetic significance, even if you don't understand the language, it still builds the subtle brain grooves in your brain. And since these are the words of Mahadeva himself, they create a high energy field around you. Next up is weightlifting. As part of Nithyananda Yoga, we encourage you to keep some weights at the side of your mat and build your body consciously through holding these weights in specific poses, specific asanas. We're going to tell when it is recommended to hold the weights. Bodybuilding is a spiritual practice as per the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So hold the weights and build your body as you want through Nithyananda Yoga. Next is mandala, the visual representation of certain gods and goddesses. You can see in the background of our acharyas, we are currently projecting the Shri Yantra, the visual representation of the entire cosmos, containing 43 energies and all the gods and goddesses. It is literally a reflection of Mahadeva's inner space. As you gaze at this sacred yantra, you will mirror it into your inner space and awaken your cosmic DNA. Next is the Abharana, the sacred Rudraksha jewelry. Wear Rudraksha beads during Nithyananda Yoga and hold your body in the high energy space as Rudraksha beads function like spiritual batteries, holding on to spiritual energy for a long period of time. Finally, we have Aushadha, the sacred Siddha medicine, the alchemy products. As you apply these Aushadhas like Vibhuti and Kumkum on your body, you infuse prana through your skin. We request all the male bodies to please remove your upper cloth and apply the Vibhuti on the 16 places over your body. All the female bodies apply it on your forehead. Apply the Kumkum on the Agnya Chakra, the third eye, in between the eyebrows. If you have any other Aushadhas available, you can also apply them during the yoga practice. Let us now settle down as we are going to start the yoga sequence in just a moment.
Nithyananda, we are on a mission to revive the Enlightenment civilization.
If you resonate with our message and want to be part of us, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click the bell icon.
Yes, let us now enter into the first asana of the sequence, Sukhasana. Sit in a comfortable cross-legged position with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Keep your hands on your knees in Bindu Mudra with index fingers and thumbs together. Visualize Lord Shiva in your inner space as you breathe in Samana Kumbhaka. Inhale into your navel region. Hold your breath. Then exhale deeply and again hold your breath. Perform this pranayama throughout the first few asanas. Next up, perform Mahamudra Bandha, the Mula Bandha, the root lock, Uddiyana Bandha, abdominal lock, and the Jalandhara Bandha, the throat lock, all three bandhas together. And internally chant the japa Soham again and again in Sukhasana.
तत्सुखासनमित्युक्तम् अशक्तस्तत्समाचरेत् आसनं विजितं येन जितं तेन जगत्त्रयम्.
The next asana is Parvatasana. Now place your feet on top of opposite thighs into Padmasana position and then join your hands in Anjali Mudra. Raise your arms up straight, keep your elbows straight as you visualize yourself as Mount Kailash.
अथ वक्षे महादेव पर्वतासनमङ्गलं यत्कृत्वा स्थिररूपी स्यात् षट्चक्रादिविलोपनम्.
Now bring the soles of your feet together in front and extend your feet away from your body. Interlock your fingers behind your back in Parasha Mudra and lean forward and down. Bring your forehead on the mat behind your heels if you can. Gaze towards the tip of the nose and visualize Swamiji as you perform Mahamudra Bandha in Halipavasana.
पूरव विधियाहू में जानो उभय पगथली संपुट ठानो पिष्ट पछे दोवू कर ल्यावो दक्षिण कर सो वाम गहावो.
Next up is Nagi Pavasana. With the soles of the feet together in front, cup your palms and place them on the ground in front of your feet. Bring your forehead on the ground behind your heels as you gaze to your nose. Perform Mahamudra Bandha, all three bandhas engaged, and visualize yourself as a snake in Nagi Pavasana.
पूरव विधि परि आगाने नीचौ हौवी कहूनि फणा क्यों लगाई.
Next up is Kokilasana. Now keep your hands in Prana Mudra, index fingers and little fingers, index and middle fingers extended as you hold the ring and little fingers with your thumb. Hold on to the big toes and extend your legs forward and up. Then cross your legs into Padmasana and lean forward and down onto your elbows. Perform Mahamudra Bandha and visualize yourself as a bird in Kokilasana.
अथान्यदासनं वक्ष्ये येन सिद्धो भवेन्नरः अकस्माद्वायु संचारं कोकिलाख्यासनेन च.
Knee and the other ankle below the opposite knee. Hold on to opposite elbows and start rotating your arms in a circular motion. Gaze to your nose, perform Mahamudra Bandha and visualize Swamiji in your inner space. And every once in a while, change the direction of the movement.
गोड़ा बावा पाद की आश माहिली सोज दक्ष चरण को बार लौता परि गुल्भ समोज वाम पाद को महिलव बहुरव गुल्फ जुजान तापरि गोड़ा दक्ष की आश बार लीठान.
Next up is Gajasana. Now place your hands on the ground, shoulder width apart, and raise your hips up high. Scoop your head and chest forward and down again and again. Work on your shoulders as you pull your stomach in and up in Uddiyana Bandha. Visualize yourself as an elephant in Gajasana.
न्युब्जं पादाग्रे भूमौ कृत्वा लम्बी भूया मस्तकाग्रे निधाय नितम्बम् ऊर्ध्वमुन्नमय्य नाभिलक्ष्यं भूमौ नासिका मानीय.
Remain in that same position and push one heel to the mat and lift the other heel up alternatingly. Pull your stomach in and up in Uddiyana Bandha and visualize yourself as a bear in a Rikshasana.
एकैकं पादमाकुञ्च्य गजासनं कुर्यात् रक्षासनं भवति.
Now rise up, stand on the tips of your big toes if you can, otherwise stand on the tips of the toes. Bring your hands to the chest in Hridaya Mudra, index, middle and ring fingers joined together, with the little finger and thumb extended away from the hand. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space in Vaishyasana.
केशेन पादयुगलं बद्ध्वादिष्टे दधो मुखः अथ वैश्याः वक्षे यत्कृत्वा सत्यवान् भवेत्.
Now we'll move to the first Karana of the sequence. Stand in Arimandi posture, heels together, toes pointing outwards and your knees bent. Remember, Arimandi, we're going to perform it throughout various Karanas. Bring your hands to the chest and now raise one knee up along the center of your body in a circular motion and follow along with the respective hand gracefully. The next asana is Pala Lingasana. Now interlock your fingers from the outside in Sarva Shankari Mudra. Raise one knee towards your chest and pull it close with your hands. Stand as straight as possible as you perform Mahamudra Bandha and visualize yourself holding a baby in Pala Lingasana.
एकं जानु उरति आलिङ्ग्य साधव्यं बाललिङ्गनं भवति.
Now hold the foot and pull it behind towards your buttocks with both hands interlocked in Parashu Mudra. Keep your knees together, perform Mahamudra Bandha and visualize Swamiji in Parapitanasana.
स्थित्वैकस्मिन् पादतले कराभ्यां वेष्टयेत्तनुं पृष्ठे संस्थाप्य यत्नेन पादपीडनमासनम्.
Now hold the sole of the foot from the inside and kick the leg back and up as you extend the other hand forward in Bindu Mudra, visualizing yourself as Lord Nataraja in Natarajasana.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गुष्ठप्रसारणे.
Now again interlock your fingers from the outside in and pull the other knee towards your chest. As you visualize yourself holding a baby, perform all three bandhas in Balalingasana on the other side.
एकं जानु उरति आलिङ्ग्य स्थातव्यं बाललिङ्गनं भवति.
Now pull your foot behind towards the buttocks with the knees together in Pada Pitanasana on the other side.
स्थित्वैकस्मिन् पादतले कराभ्यां वेष्टयेत्तनुम्.
Now repeat Natarajasana. Hold the sole of the foot and kick the leg back and up. As you extend the other hand forward, Bindu Mudra, visualize yourself performing the Ananda Tandava as Lord Nataraja.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गुष्ठप्रसारणे.
Now again, stand in Arimandi posture. Bring your hands to the chest and then step the right foot behind the left and swing the right arm back and forth like a pendulum. Gracefully move your fingers one by one. Then place your hand over the nose and cross your ankle. Step the other foot behind and repeat the movement in Ardha Richakarana. Next up is the skeleton dance. Now visualize yourself as a skeleton and shake your body intensely. Hold the visualization of every bone as you move your body intensely. Next up is Katichina Karana. From Arimandi position, cross your arms over top of your head with the palms facing back. Turn your body to one side, open up your arms, cross them back to the center, open them up to the other side again and again. Now stand on the tips of your toes and raise your arms up parallel above your head. Visualize yourself as a palm tree, breathe in Samana Kumbhaka, engage Mahamudra Bandha, and internally chant the new japa Shivoham in Tadasana.
महामुद्राबद्ध कोनो ताड़ासन विभेदकान् विनोतानं सदा कुर्यादन्तर्वत्नी पतिप्रिया.
Now lean forward and down and place your hands on the ground next to your feet if you can. Bring your head close towards your knees. As you lean down as low as possible, visualize Swamiji in inner space and perform Orthibandhas in Uttanasana.
महामुद्राबद्ध कोनो ताड़ासन विभेदकान् विनोतानं सदा कुर्यात् अंतर्वत्नी पतिप्रिया.
Now walk your hands forward, step your feet back into a tall plank position. Visualize Swamiji in inner space as you tuck your chin to the chest in Jalandhara Bandha and rotate your head from side to side in Tadasana.
गजासनं स्थित्वा मस्तकं वारं वारं दक्षिणकुक्षिं सव्यकुक्षिं नयेत्.
Now lower your body down onto your stomach with the hands at the side of your shoulders. Raise your head and chest and open your mouth. Inhale through the hollow of your throat in Bhujangani Mudra as you visualize yourself as a cobra in Bhujangasana.
अंगुष्ठनाभिपर्यन्तम् अधो भूमौ विनिन्यसेत् कराभ्यां च धरां धृत्वा ऊर्ध्वशीर्षफणीवहि.
Now push your body back up into the plank position and alternate pulling one knee in towards your chest back and forth. Breathe through your nose, lead the prana along your spine and hold your breath on and off along the various energy centers of your spine as you perform Sahadra Kumbhaka in Shashasana.
गजासन संस्थितो जानुद्वयमाकुञ्च्य वारं वारं कर्तव्यं शशासनं भवति.
Now step one foot to the front in between the two hands. Simultaneously jump the front foot back and bring the other foot in between the hands again and again as you visualize yourself pulling a chariot in a Rathasana.
गजासन संस्थितो एकैकं पादं पूर्वमार्गेण भ्रामयित्वा कर्तव्यं रथासनं भवति.
Now with one foot at the front, the other foot far back toes facing sideways, bend the front knee at a 90-degree angle and raise your arms up parallel above your head. Pull your stomach in and up in Uddiyana Bandha, gaze up towards your third eye and visualize yourself as Lord Virabhadra in Virabhadrasana.
वासिष्ठमथ कौण्डिन्यम् ऊर्ध्वकुक्कुटमेव च अष्टावक्रमथोत्थानं मयूरं सेतुबन्धनम्.
Exchange the position of your feet. Keep the other foot pointing to the side, bend the front knee, raise your arms up and visualize yourself as Lord Virabhadra with 8 arms in Virabhadrasana.
वासिष्ठमथ कौण्डिन्यम् ऊर्ध्वकुक्कुटमेव च अष्टावक्रमथोत्थानं मयूरं सेतुबन्धनम्.
The next asana is Vrikshasana. Standing on one leg, raise the other foot towards your inner opposite thigh. Keep the heel close to the perineum. Join your hands in Anjali Mudra and raise them up above your head with the elbows straight. Put your stomach in and up and visualize yourself as a tree.
वामोरुमूलदेशे च याम्यं पादं निधायतु तिष्ठेत्तु वृक्षवद्भूमौ वृक्षासनमिदं विदुः.
Next up is Garudasana. Now bring the raised foot on top of the opposite hip and join your hands in front of your heart center in Namaskara Mudra as you visualize yourself as Lord Garuda in Garudasana.
गरुडासनमावक्षे येन ध्यानं स्थिरं भवेत् सर्वदोषाद्विनिर्मुक्तो भवतीह महाबली.
Now repeat Vrikshasana on the other side. Raise the other foot up towards the perineum. Join your hands and raise them above your head as you visualize yourself as a tree.
वामोरुमूलदेशे च याम्यं पादं निधायतु तिष्ठेत्तु वृक्षवद्भूमौ वृक्षासनमिदं विदुः.
Now raise the opposite foot on top of the hip. Join your hands in Namaskara Mudra as you repeat Garudasana on the other side.
गरुडासनमावक्षे येन ध्यानं स्थिरं भवेत् सर्वदोषाद्विनिर्मुक्तो भवतीह महाबली.
Now step one foot forward and keep the other foot far back with the back toes facing sideways. Keep your legs straight, extend your arms parallel to the ground and lean forward and down. Place one hand by the front foot and raise the other arm up towards the sky as you gaze up along the raised arm. Visualize yourself as a triangle in Trikonasana.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गुष्ठप्रसारणे.
Rise up, exchange the position of your feet. Again, extend your arms out and lean forward and down. Place the other hand by the foot and gaze up along the raised arm as you visualize yourself as a triangle in Trikonasana on the other side.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गुष्ठप्रसारणे.
Rise up. Now stand in Adimandi posture and raise one heel off the mat as you bring your hands in front of the chest with the palms facing each other. Stomp the raised heel to the ground. Push the other heel up. Make a stomping sound with your heels as you exchange the position of your hands again and again. Next up is Angushtasana. Now lower your body down, raise your heels, tuck the toes, and sit on the heels with your perineum. Keep your knees together, join your hands in Namaskara Mudra in front of your heart center, and visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you start buzzing like a bee on the in and exhalation in Brahmari Kumbhaka, internally chanting the new japa, Sadashivoham in Angushtasana.
कबन्धासनमित्याहुः गोरक्षासनमेव च अङ्गुष्ठमुष्टिकं ज्ञेयं ब्रह्मप्रासादितं तथा.
We move on to Saurasana. Now step one foot forward.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasadashiva. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Paramashivoham Nithyananda.
Yes. Sorry for the technical glitch. We are back. Let us now continue with Saurasana. From tuck toes, extend one leg forward. Sit on the heels and keep your hands at the side with the palms facing forward in Vara Mudra, fingertips barely touching the ground. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you buzz like a bee in Brahmari Kumbhaka on the in and exhalation, and internally chant Sadashivoham in Saurasana.
प्रसार्यैकं पादतलं संस्थाप्य त्वेकपादकम्.
Now hold on to the big toe of the front foot in Prana Mudra and hold the back heel with the other hand. Balance as you visualize Swamiji in Vidunanasana.
गुल्भस्थितो पादमेकं प्रसार्य तत्पादागरं संस्पृशेत् तत्करेण.
Rise back up. Bring both the feet in and sit on raised heels as you extend the other leg forward. Hands in Vara Mudra at the side, visualizing Swamiji in Saurasana.
प्रसार्यैकं पादतलं संस्थाप्य त्वेकपादकम्.
Now hold on to the front foot, hold on to the big toe and the back heel as you visualize Swamiji in Vidunanasana on the other side.
गुल्भस्थितो पादमेकं प्रसार्य तत्पादागरं संस्पृशेत् तत्करेण.
Now step both feet in and sit on the raised heels. Separate your knees and place your hands on top with the palms facing up. Through the gap between the palms as you lock your chin to the chest in Jalandhara and visualize Swamiji in Brahma Trankushasana.
दो भूफणा पाणी होय वैसे एड़ी दो गुदानी वैसे कोरबकतलियां की माहिली आयुष माहेरा शेमिली.
Now drop your knees to the ground and sit on raised heels. Keep the toes tucked. Place your hands on your thighs, gaze to the nose, and pull your stomach in and up in Uddiyana Bandha as you visualize yourself as sage Kapila Muni in Kapilasana.
उभय पगथली समटहरावे तिनको माहिली कोर मिलावे फना पानी उकड़ होए वैसे एड़ी दो जोनी निवैसे.
Next up is Bhadragadakasana. From the same position, shift your gaze up towards your third eye and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
दो पगथली संपुट गए कोरवारली भू परिधरे कोरवारली राखे ऐसे तापरी मूल द्वार की बैसे.
Now raise your knees off the ground and bring the soles of the feet together. Sit on the heels, bring your thumbs and little fingers together and open up your palms resembling a lotus flower in Padma Mudra. Raise your arms up above your head and gaze through the gaps between the palms. Pull your stomach in and up in Uddiyana Bandha and visualize Lord Surya in your inner space in Suryasana.
एड़ी दो गुदा तरियाणे फना पानी बैठक पुनिठाने.
Now drop your knees to the ground and keep your feet flat. Keep your hands on your knees.
तलो पृष्ठ देशे अंगुष्टे द्वे च संस्पृशे जानुयुग्मं पुरस्कृत्य साधयेन् मण्डुकासनम्.
Now bring your hands behind your back and hold on to opposite shoulders. Keep your elbows close to your head as you gaze up towards your third eye. Visualize yourself as a frog. Place your tongue up against the palate of your mouth in Manduki Mudra and perform Uddiyana Bandha in Uttana Mandukasana.
मण्डुकासन मध्यस्थं गुरुपराभ्यां धृतं शिरः एतद्भेकवदुत्तानम् एतदुत्तानमण्डुकम्.
Next up is Simhasana. Now cross your heels and sit on the raised heel. Keep your hands on your knees. Feel how the Mula Bandha is intensely engaged in this posture. Gaze to your nose, stick your tongue out and exhale forcefully again and again through your mouth as you visualize yourself as a lion in Simhasana.
दक्षिणं सव्यगुल्फेन दक्षिणेन ततेतरं हस्तौश्च जान्वो संस्थाप्य साङ्गुलीश्च प्रसार्य च.
We move on to Bhadrasana. Now bring your knees wide apart on the ground and bring the soles of the feet together behind your back as you sit on the heels. Now cross your arms behind your back. Keep your hands in Prana Mudra and hold on to the big toes. Lock your chin to the chest in Jalandhara, gaze to your nose and return to buzzing like a bee in Brahmari Kumbhaka as you visualize Swamiji in Bhadrasana.
गुल्भौ च वृषणस्याधो व्युत्क्रमेण समाहितः पादाङ्गुष्ठौ कराभ्यां च धृत्वा च पृष्ठदेशतः.
Now place your feet flat on the ground and raise your knees. Bring your arms in and around the raised knees behind your back. Hold on to the opposite hand in Parasha Mudra, if you can, as you visualize yourself as a crow, gaze to your nose in Kakabushanti
प्रथमे वेसक उकट ठाने दो हाथ पगमी जाने
Next up is Kanipavasana with your hands on the ground, shoulder width apart. Bring your knees onto your arms towards your armpits. Lean forward and down as you lift your feet off the ground and balance on your arms. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space in Kanipavasana.
आसन को गुण आशी दुष्टा होई तो आची होई
The next asana is Kapali Asana, the first inverted posture of the sequence. We request all the participants who suffer from any neck or spine injuries, high blood pressure, or women who are currently in pregnancy to please refrain from performing any of these intense postures unless you first consulted your doctor whether this is safe for you. All the female bodies in pregnancy also please don't perform any of the forward bends of this sequence. Let us now enter into Kapali Asana. With your hands on the ground, shoulder width apart, place your head on the mat and form a triangle between your hands and your head. Bring your knees onto your elbows, your hips above the shoulders, and then raise your legs up straight into a headstand as you gaze to your nose.
शीश शीशा धरती टेकी पगदोबू मिलिवा ऊंचा कुकरे पगतली आकाश दिशन मुशराशे दोबू हाथा की हथेली दोबू
Gently lower your legs down. Come to a squatting posture and keep your hands flat on the ground. Twist your body to one side. Align one knee and the respective hip with your elbows as you lean forward. Extend the legs out to the side. Gaze up, visualize yourself as a peacock and start breathing in Rechaka Kumbhaka. Exhale fully and hold your breath again and again in Parshamayurasana.
मयूरं दंडवत् कुर्यान् मायूरं दंडनामकम्.
Now rotate your body to the other side. Again, align knee and hip with your elbows. Extend the legs out to the side and balance on your arms, visualizing yourself as a peacock in Parshamayurasana on the other side.
मयूरं दंडवत् कुर्यान् मायूरं दंडनामकम्.
Next up is Bhairaganatha. Now walk your hands forward, step your feet back into the plank position. Then step one foot outside the respective shoulder in between the two hands. Push your hips forward, raise your head, gaze to your third eye, and visualize yourself as Lord Kala Bhairava in Bhairaganatha.
आसन को गुण पीति जायी.
Exchange the position of your feet. Set the other foot in between the two hands. Gaze up. Visualize Lord Kala Bhairava in Bhairaganatha on the other side.
आसन को गुण पीति जायी.
Now step the front foot back. From the plank position, bring your forearms to the ground. Raise your hips up high. You can walk your feet even further forward to raise your hips higher. Try to bring your heels to the ground. Raise your head and gaze up towards your third eye as you visualize Swamiji in Unmukha Pitasana.
भून्यस्थौ जानुनी हस्तौ चतुष्पदमवाङ्मुखम् उत्थापिताङ्घ्रियुगलकटिस्थलमभिरुका.
Next up is Vashishthasana. Raise up onto your hands and rotate your body. Lift one arm up towards the sky as you gaze up along the raised arm. Visualize yourself as Sage Vashishta.
ऊर्ध्वकुक्कुटवासिष्ठ मरीचिहलमत्यकं परिवृत्तिं चोदरस्य विविधं धनुरासनम्.
Now place the raised arm on the ground, lift the other arm up, rotate your body to the other side. Repeat Vashishthasana on the other side.
ऊर्ध्वकुक्कुटवासिष्ठ मरीचिहलमत्यकं परिवृत्तिं चोदरस्य विविधं धनुरासनम्.
Now come to a seated posture with your legs extended forward. Bring your hands underneath the buttocks with the palms facing up. gaze towards your nose, and lock your chin to the chest in Chalandara Bandhan. Again and again, exhale fully and hold your breath in a Rejaka Kumbhaka as you internally chant Mahasadaशिवोहम, visualizing yourself as Lord Hanuman in Anjani Asana.
दोवो करकी उभय हथेली कोरवारली मैले भेली सो आगाने भूपरिदाशे महाने अंगुली मिली राशे.
Next up is Paschimottanasana. From the same posture, now lean forward and down. Hold on to the big toes and Prana Mudra with index and middle fingers. Perform Mahamudra Bandha as you bring your head down towards the knees as much as possible. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space in Paschimottanasana.
जानो परिललाटन्तो पश्चिमं तानमुच्यते येन केन प्रकारेण सुखं धार्यं च जायते.
From the same posture, now interlock your fingers around your neck. Lean forward and down. As you separate your knees, bring your head in between the knees if you can. Elbows outside the legs. Squeeze your core. Perform Mahamudra Bandha as you visualize Goddess Kali in your inner space in Ugrasana.
स्वपाणिभ्यां दृढं धृत्वा जानुपरिशिरोऽन्यसेत् आसनोऽग्रमिदं प्रोक्तं भवेदनिलदीपनम्.
Rise up, step one foot in towards the perineum. Keep the knee raised, bring the arm in and around the raised knee and interlock your fingers behind your back as you lean forward and down. Visualize yourself as Sage Marichi in Marichi Asana.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गुष्ठप्रसारणे.
Now exchange the position of your, drop the waist into the side. Keep the heel against the perineum and lean forward and down. Hold onto the front foot with both hands. Gaze to your nose and visualize Swamiji. Exhale fully, hold your breath. Perform Mahamudra Bandha in Mahamudasana.
महामुद्रां प्रवक्ष्यामि तन्त्रेऽस्मिन् मम वल्लभे.
Now, extend both legs out, step the other heel in towards the perineum with the knee raised. Bring your arm in and around the raised knee, interlock your fingers behind. Lean forward and down. Visualize yourself as Sage Marichi Asana on the other side.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गुष्ठप्रसारणे.
Now, drop the waist into the side, lean forward and down, hold on to the front foot. Engage all three bandhas, Mahamudra Bandha, as you visualize Swamiji Mahamudrasana on the other side.
महामुद्रां प्रवक्ष्यामि तन्त्रेऽस्मिन् मम वल्लभे यां प्राप्य सिद्धा सिद्धिं च कपिलाद्याः पुरागताः.
Now bring the soles of your feet together in front. Interlock your fingers around the toes and pull your feet in, heels against the perineum. Gaze up towards your third eye and visualize Swamiji in your inner space in Bhadrasana 2.
गुल्भौ तु वृषणस्यादः सीवन्त्याः पार्श्वयोः क्षिपेत् पादपार्श्वे तु पाणिभ्यां दृढं बद्ध्वा सुनिश्चलम्.
Next up is Gvalipavasana. Now, extend your feet away from your body and place your hands on the knees. Keep the toes together, the heels apart. Lock your chin to the chest, gaze to your nose and visualize Swamiji in Gvalipavasana.
पूरव चरपट चौक कख्यो सोजी वाही विधिजो कीजे सोई यामे एडी भिन्नज राशे अंगुल 8 अंतरो राशे.
Next up is Droni Asana. Now bring your feet back in towards the perineum and hold the soles of the feet with all 10 fingers as you lean forward and down. Bring your head to the mat, gaze to the nose and visualize Yoni Mandala, the visual representation of Devi Paramashiva Shakti in Droni Asana.
दोवो बगदली संबुट करे एड़ी मेड के ढिंग दरे अर्धहात को अंतर राशे लिलाट बगथलियां परदाशे.
Now again, extend your feet away from the body. Keep the heels together and separate the toes. Extend your arms out far to the side and lean forward and down. Place your forehead on the ground behind your heels. Gaze to the tip of the nose as you visualize Swamiji in Midakipavasana.
पूर्व विधि परिपगथली संपुट शोल एड़ी मिली राशे.
Next up is Siddha Samadhi Asana. Bring your feet in towards your body. Toes together, heels apart. Scoop your hands below the shins, the palms facing up. And bring your chin over top of the feet, your toes against your throat if you can. Gaze to the tip of the nose and visualize Lord Surya in your inner space in Siddha Samadhi Asana.
दोबू पगदली संपुट करे 16 मेढ़ आगा में धरे अंगुल 8 अंतरो राशे एड़ी को ऐसे विदिदाशे.
Next up is Chinaki Bhavasana. Raise up and bring the heels together and open up the feet with your hands like a book. Press your elbows onto your thighs, gaze to your nose, and visualize Swamiji in your inner space in Chinaki Bhavasana.
दोबू पगा की एड़ी धरते मगिवा मेढ़ लगावे.
The next asana is Chadapada Chokasana. Bring the soles of the feet together and place your hands on the knees, gently pressing them down to the ground. Pull your stomach in, Abhinudhyana Bandha, gaze to your third eye, and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
दोबू पगदली संपुट धारे आगा ने कर जारे पसारे गोड़ा भूसो लगता राशे हाथ दोबू गोड़ा परिदाशे.
The next asana is Bhairavasana. Now, with the soles of the feet together, raise your heels up and bring your toes down to the mat. Push your knees down to the ground, place your hands on top of the knees in Bindu Mudra. Pull your stomach in and up in Uddiyana Bandha, gaze to your third eye and visualize yourself as Lord Kala Bhairava in Bhairavasana.
गुल्भौ संपीड्य चान्योन्यं व्युत्कर्मेणोत्थितं शनैः जान्वोः पार्श्वगतौ हस्तौ दण्डवद्भैरवासनम्.
Now bring one heel against the perineum and lift the sole of the other foot against your chest. Gaze up towards your third eye, visualize Swamiji, exhale and hold your breath in the Mooladhara chakra in Samanasana.
समानासनमावक्ष्ये सिद्धमन्त्रादिसाधनात् एकपादमुरौ दत्त्वा गुह्योऽन्यलिङ्गवक्त्रके.
Now lift one leg over your shoulder and extend the opposite leg forward and up. Keep your hands at the side for balance as you gaze to your third eye and visualize Swamiji Napanasana.
केवलं पादमेकं च स्कन्धे चारोपि यत्ततः एकपादेन गगने तिष्ठेत दण्डवत्प्रभो.
Now bring the other heel against the perineum and lift the sole of the opposite foot against your chest as you repeat Samanasana on the other side.
समानासनमावक्ष्ये सिद्धमन्त्रादिसाधनात्.
Now repeat Apanasana on the other side. Lift the other leg over top of your shoulder, extending the opposite foot forward and up. Visualize Swamiji as you gaze to your third eye.
केवलं पादमेकं च स्कन्धे चारोपि यत्ततः एकपादेन गगने तिष्ठेत दण्डवत्प्रभो.
Next up is Gomukhasana. Now stick your knees in front of your body. Keep the heels outside the opposite hips. Interlock your fingers on top of the knees as you gaze to the tip of the nose and visualize the face of a cow. Breathe in Sitkari Kumbhaka. Press your tongue against the top of your mouth without touching the teeth and hiss through your teeth on the inhalation. In turn, they chant Om Nithyanandoham in Gomukhasana.
सव्ये दक्षिणगुल्भं तु पृष्ठपार्श्वे नियोजयेत् दक्षिणेऽपि तथा सव्यं गोमुखं गोमुखं यथा.
Maintain your legs in the same position and hold on to the big toes in Prana Mudra with index and middle fingers. Pull your stomach in and up, gaze to your nose and visualize yourself as Rishika Anasuya in Anasuyasana.
दक्षिण गोड़ नीचे उठाने बाबों ताके ऊपर आने.
Next up is Anasuyasana 2. Now interlock your fingers behind your back. Gaze to the nose, lean forward and down. Bring your chin over the knee, nose to the mat. And keep visualizing yourself as Rishikana Suya.
जीमणा गोदा की संधि प्रिडावा गोड़ा की संधि मिलाई राशे गोड़ा सिवले पकथल्यालो आडवाई सुधा राशे.
Next up is Garudasana 2. Now step one foot flat and keep the other heel against the perineum. Hands on the knees, gaze to your nose. Visualize yourself as Lord Garuda in Garudasana 2.
डाबो पगमोड़ी एड़ी माहिलो गुल्भम मूलद्वारनी चाहिए.
Now raise your perineum onto the heel. Interlock your fingers around your neck and twist your elbows outside the raised knee as you gaze up towards your third eye. Visualize yourself as Sage Narada and Naradasana.
पुष्टिजुवाम पगदली केरी भूपरिता ही लगावे फेरी.
Next up is Matsya Pitakasana. Now place the left foot on the right thigh and raise the right knee. Hold on to the right shin with the left hand and the right big toe with the right hand in Prana Mudra. Gaze towards the tip of the nose and visualize Matsya, the fish avatar of Lord Vishnu in Matsya Pitakasana.
वामेन वामाङ्गुष्ठन्तु गृहीतं मत्स्यपीठकम्.
Next up is Gomukhasana on the other side. Again, stick your knees in front of your body with the other knee on top this time. Heels outside the opposite hips. Hands interlocked in Parasha Mudra on top of the knees. Gaze to your nose and visualize the face of a cow. In Gomukhasana, the cow face posture.
सव्ये दक्षिणगुल्फं तु पृष्ठपार्श्वे नियोजयेत्.
Now repeat Anasuyasana on the other side. Hold on to the big toes, pull your stomach in and up and gaze to your nose, visualizing yourself as Rishikhanasuya.
दक्षिण गोड़ नीचे उठाने, बाबों ताके ऊपर आने.
Now interlock your fingers behind your back and lean forward and down, chin over the knee, nose to the ground, as low as possible in Anasuyasana 2.
जीमणा गोदा की संधि, उपरटावा गोड़ा की संधि.
Now keep one heel against the perineum and place the sole of the other foot flat with the knee raised against the chest. Hands on the knees, gaze to your nose and visualize yourself as Lord Garuda and Garudasana 2 on the other side.
डाबो पग मोड़ी एड़ी माहिलो गुल्फ मूल द्वार नीचे दे.
Now raise your perineum onto the heel. Interlock your fingers around your neck, twist your elbows outside the raised knee. Gaze to your third eye, visualizing yourself as Sage Narada Naradasana on the other side.
पिष्ठ जुवाम पगतली केरी भूपरिता ही लगावे फेरी.
Next up is Matsya Pitakasana on the other side. Place the right foot on the left thigh, raise the left knee. Hug your knees as you hold onto the shin and the big toe of the left leg. Gaze to your nose and visualize Matsya, the fish avatar of Lord Vishnu in Matsya Pitakasana.
वामेन वामाङ्गुष्ठन्तु गृहीतं मत्स्यपीठकम्.
Now extend your legs forward. Place the left foot on the right thigh and raise the right knee. Twist your left elbow around the raised knee, the right hand on the ground behind you. Keep your left hand by the neck. Gaze up towards your third eye and visualize Sage Matsyendranath and Matsyendasana.
उदरं पश्चिमाभागं कृत्वा तिष्ठति यत्ततः.
Now extend the front hand down towards the foot. Hold onto the big toe in Prana Mudra with index and middle fingers. Place the right hand on your ear as you gaze up and visualize yourself as a camel in Kubhasana.
आसन को गुण झोलो जाए.
Now place the right hand on the ground behind you. Twist your spine even further as you gaze up towards your third eye and visualize Sage Matsyendranath, the master of Hatha Yoga in Matsyendasana.
मत्स्येन्द्रपीठं जठर प्रदीप्तिं प्रचंड रुक्मंडल खंडनास्त्रम्.
Now extend your legs forward. Place the right foot on the left thigh and raise the left knee. Twist your right elbow around the raised knee with the hand by the neck, the other hand on the ground behind you. Gaze up towards your third eye and visualize Sage Matsyendranath and Matsyendasana on the other side.
उदरं पश्चिमाभासं कृत्वा तिष्ठति यत्ततः.
Extend the front hand down towards the foot. Hold onto the big toe in Prana Mudra. Place the left hand on your ear. Gaze up and visualize yourself as a camel in Kubhasana on the other side.
आसन को गुण झोलो जाए.
Now place the hand on the ground behind you. Gaze up and visualize Sage Matsyendranath and Matsyendasana too.
मत्स्येन्द्रपीठं जठर प्रदीप्तिं प्रचंड रुक्मंडल खंडनास्त्रम्.
Now place your feet on top of opposite thighs. Sit in Padmasana, the lotus posture. Keep your hands on your knees and gaze to your nose as you perform Mahamudra Bandha, Mula Bandha, the root lock, Uddiyana Bandha, the abdominal lock, and Jalandhara Bandha, the throat lock. Together, visualize yourself as Lord Shiva as you breathe in Sitali Kumbhaka. Press your tongue against the back of the teeth and hiss through the teeth as you inhale. Internally chanting Om Nithyananda Mahasadaशिवोहम in Padmasana.
आसनं द्विधं प्रोक्तं पद्मं वज्रासनं तथा.
Maintain your legs in the same position and cross your arms in front of your body, holding on to the big toes in Prana Mudra. Gaze to the tip of the nose and visualize yourself as Goddess Parvati, the consort of Lord Shiva in Padmasana 2.
उत्तानौ चरणौ कृत्वा ऊरू संस्थौ प्रयत्नतः.
Now bring your hands through the legs, place your palms on the ground. Keep your legs in Padmasana and lift your body off the mat. Balance on your arms as you visualize yourself as...
धरामष्टविकलद्वयेन तत्पूर्वे स्थापितानाभिपार्श्वः.
Now extend your legs back into Mayurasana with your fingers pointing towards your knees, elbows close towards your navel. Balance on your arms. Keep your legs as straight as possible and visualize yourself as a peacock in Mayurasana.
अथ वक्ष्ये महादेव मयूरासनमुत्तमम्.
Now lay down on your stomach. Interlock your fingers around your neck and place your forehead on the ground as you rotate your feet outwards with the heels on the ground, toes pointing to the side. Rotate your hips as you visualize yourself as a crocodile in Makarasana.
अध्यासशेते हृदयं निधाय भूमौ च पादौ च प्रसार्यमानौ शिरश्च धृत्वा करदण्डयुग्मे देहाग्निकारं मकरासनौ च पादौ च प्रसार्यमानौ शिरश्च धृत्वा करदण्डयुग्मे देहाग्निकारं मकरासनं तत्.
Next up is Shalabhasana. Now place your hands on the ground next to your shoulders and lift your legs off the mat. Engage your back and glutes as you visualize yourself as a locust in Shalabhasana.
अध्यासशेते करयुग्मवक्षं भूमिमवष्टभ्य करयोस्तलाभ्यां पादौ च शून्ये च वितस्थितो चोर्ध्वं वदन्ति पीठं शलभं मुनीन्द्राः.
Now bend your knees and hold onto your feet, pulling the heels outside the hips onto the ground if you can. Visualize yourself as a camel in Ushtrasana.
अध्यासशेते पदयुग्मव्यस्तं पृष्ठे निधायापि धृतं कराभ्याम् आकुञ्चयेत् सम्यक् उदरास्य गाढम् उष्ट्रं च पीठं योगिनो वदन्ति.
Still holding onto the feet, kick your legs back and up and raise your head and chest up. Bend your upper back as you gaze up towards your third eye and visualize yourself as Pinaka, Lord Shiva's bow in Dhanurasana.
प्रसार्य पादौ भुजदण्डरूपौ करौ च पृष्ठे धृतपादयुग्मम्.
Now come to a kneeling posture. With your feet flat, keep your heels outside the hips. As you keep your hands on the knees, gaze up towards your third eye and visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you internally chant the Mahavakya Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in Bhagasana.
उल्टा मोड़ी पादो वैसे बहुरो जुगति करे एक ऐसे.
We're now going to move into another inverted posture. Set yourself up in front of a wall for support if needed. You can always lean against a wall or ask a partner to assist you for any of the inverted postures. Now place your forearms on the ground, elbows shoulder width apart. Interlock your fingers in Parasha Mudra. Place your head on the ground, supported with your hands as you raise your hips, straighten your legs. Walk your feet forward, hips above the shoulders, and then lift your legs off the ground. Pull your knees in towards the chest. As close as possible, try to touch your chin with your knees as you gaze to the nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space, calmly breathing in Sahadra Kumbhaka and Gohyasana.
उल्टा मोड़ी पादो वैसे बहुरो जुगति करे एक ऐसे.
Now extend your legs up straight. Stack your knees above the hips, ankles above the knees. Breathe deeply through your nose as you gaze to the tip of the nose and visualize Swamiji in Shirshasana, the headstand.
विपरीतं मण्डलं च द्विधैव विदितं हिनः.
Gently lower your legs down. Come to a seated posture with your legs extended forward. We're now going to enter into a sequence of rapid exhalations and Bhastika Kumbhaka. Again and again, pull your stomach in and up and push the air out of your lungs without inhaling. Naturally, by relaxing the muscles, air will flow back into your lungs, so don't worry about that. Just continuously perform this Bhastika Kumbhaka, breathing like the bellows of a blacksmith. As we are going to continuously perform this Kumbhaka throughout the next few asanas, starting off with Podiasana. Hold onto your calves and extend your legs as vertically up in front of your face as possible. Visualize Swamiji in Podiasana.
दो हाथ पग बाहर आने घोड़ा तरे काकसी ठाने.
Now bring your hands behind your back and hold onto opposite shoulders as you gaze to your third eye. Extend your legs forward and up and visualize yourself as a mace in Parigasana.
उत्तानशयनं कृत्वा पादौ मिलित्वा प्रसार्य.
Now extend your arms out parallel to the ground And gaze to your third eye, visualizing yourself as a boat in Naukasana.
उत्तानशयनं कुरु पराभ्यां भूमिं वष्टभ्याम्.
Now scoop your hands below the feet and pull them in towards your chest. Gaze towards the nose. Keep breathing in Bhastika Kumbhaka as you visualize yourself as Lord Rudra in Rudrasana.
पगतली सम्पूटकरी हाथस्य उपग उचाजी.
Relax. Breathe calmly and deeply as you place your feet flat on the ground and keep your knees raised. Lay on your back with your palms on the ground just behind the heels. Push your hips up high. Contract the perineal floor and lock your throat in Jalandhara Bandha. Push the air upwards but prevent it from escaping and hold your breath for a long time. This is Mocha Kumbhaka, which forces the prana into the Sushumna Nadi and leads to a state of swooning in the yogi. Gaze to the tip of the nose and visualize Swamiji in Unmukha Pitasana too.
ऊर्ध्वे च जानुनी कृत्वा शवित्वोर्ध्वमुखं तथा उत्थाप्य हस्तौ तिष्ठेत्तु पीठ उन्मुखनामके.
Now lay down flat on your back. Extend your legs, keep your hands at the side of your body, palms facing up. Relax every muscle of your body as you forcefully pull the Kundalini Shakti up along your spine by the means of your Apana Vayu. Intensely pull the air upwards from your lower back all the way to the crown of your head. Completely unclutch from any movements externally or internally. Your body completely still. Visualize your body is dead and Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, is liberating you as you internally chant the Mahavakya Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in Shivasana.
उत्तानं शववद्भूमौ शयनं तुषवासनं शवासनं श्रान्तिहरं चित्तविश्रान्तिकारकम्.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasudashiva. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham 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 Nithyananda